Well, hello. Back with a day that's gonna be filled completely with Honkai Impact. I'm gonna be finishing this, our little anniversary event, Make a Wish, and then moving on to the main story. I'm also, another stream, on later stream I'll be playing this too. For now, first things first. We also have our anecdotes have all but filled out. I'll do these after the main story, I think. Now then. Fuming with anger, frustration, and a little bit of indignation, Rice Cake impulsively arrived at a registration point in Area 3 by itself. I'm never playing with Kiana again. Games are supposed to follow the rules. You can't just change them on a whim. If we don't press the cleanup button, Teresa's whole design for Area 2 is wasted, and all our precious battles become meaningless. It was the same in Area 1. Kiana knew how much I trusted her, and still she kept pulling the wool over my eyes. And everyone, they're always saying things that leave me confused and dizzy. Do I really belong with everyone? Of course you do, little Rice Cake. Rice Cake looked around, hoping to find someone to team up with, but each time she backed off, either because the potential companion appeared aloof or was already talking to someone else. Forget it. It wagged its tail with the sound of a belly only itself could hear, and imagined the cheers of victory. One Rice Cake is enough. If you can defeat the chosen greeting target in the Spring Festival greeting battle, the target needs to send you the blessing you desire. In other words, the loser has to grant the winner's wish. Then it'll be better if I don't team up with Kiana, so that after defeating her, I can make her taste Lyra's cookies. But I came to Area 3 because I wanted to team up with Kiana. Oh, wait a sec, if we really team up, will I get so excited that tears start streaming down my face? No, that'd be way too embarrassing. I'll first work on controlling my facial expressions, until I can hand out the cookies with a cheerful smile. Even in dreams, this Kiana is actually so popular. Well, of course, she's our little moon goddess. What kind of blessing should I ask for them anyway? You should base it on who you win against. There's no point in considering this right now. What if the blessing I want is another 100 blessings? What are you talking about? Given Overseer Teresa's personality, the blessings she sends would definitely be within reasonable limits. Sorry. Little one, you don't need to apologize, do you? If you keep asking rhetorical questions, I won't team up with you. This is how I talk. Have you never heard of it before? Why are they arguing? It's my fault. I shouldn't have blurted. May! Quick guide! You can't see me. You can't see me. Rice Cake curled up in a ball, and only then did it realize it suddenly missed the shell of its dreams. But I can already smell the scent of Rice Cake. Are you here to help Kiana find a teammate? Actually, I was planning to play by myself. She tried to stay calm, using an objective tone to explain everything that happened in the Area 2 to May. Rice Cake, I've got an idea. Since this is the Spring Festival greeting battle zone, where we make friends through battles, celebrating through battles, and bond through battles, maybe we can try solving the problem the Area 3 way. In Area 3, you can form a team with 4 people. Once the team is formed, the team leader can send a Spring Festival greeting invitation to any other team. If they accept, the game platform will immediately set up a best of 3 match. The first 2 rounds are 1-on-1, and the final round is 2-on-2. So what do you say? Want to team up with me? Sure. No way. May will definitely prefer to team up with Kiana over me. I can find someone else. Why didn't you call her Big Lazy Cat? I just forgot, that's all. Anyway, I was originally looking for a partner to compete against Kiana, and considering how well you did in the games in the first 2 areas, you're the best choice to team up with. But aren't you good friends with Big Lazy Cat? Why did you suddenly want to compete against her? Are you saying that to make me feel better? Because if I win, Kiana will have to give me a special blessing. Huh? What kind of blessing? Detective Rice Cake can't use another truth check this round. May, you're cheating. But you still have a chance for a deep, friendly exchange with me. As compensation, you can ask me any question you're curious about. Oh, really? Okay, then I'll ask... This seems like the more interesting one. Kiana, I think. May even worries about teaching her students in her dreams. In real life, it must be even harder. If you swap lives with Big Lazy Cat, you could sleep in for once. You're right, what did I think of that? Then what was your reason? If I could swap with Kiana for a day, she could go back to Earth and do all the things she's been wanting to do but hasn't been able to. Aw, May. That's so sweet. Even though the food stalls behind St. Freya have changed, and she can't eat the same desserts anymore, just walking along those sweet-smelling streets full of laughter would make her so happy. Aw, May. Must be nice to have a friend like May. Yeah, just friend. Could I be like that too? Look, 2 lone players over there, and we're 2 lone players too. Why not team up? Why not team up and take on the Spring Festival greeting battle together? Is that Senti? Rita and Rita, what are you doing here? It's been a while, Rita. You'll have to ask the benevolent Vita here that. I didn't want this either, but everyone coldly banned me from Area 2's dust cleaning rumble because I was overpowered. So I packed up, followed the signs, and ended up near Area 3. Then I ran into Mr. Sigrid, Miss Durandal, and Miss Rita. To avoid holding everyone up, Miss Rita volunteered to escort me back to Area 2. She's so noble. Miss Rita, no amount of flattery will change how I see you. Sigh, looks like I'm stuck spending my boring days in the tower of Area 2. If Rita's still worried, why not join a team like Rita suggested? That way you can keep an eye on her while also enjoying the Area 3 activities. And with May here, the 3 of us will make a great team. Looks like we have an agreement. Yes, Red Cake makes a good point. In that case, why don't you team up? Why don't you be the team leader, and since you came up with the idea? Do you have a team name in mind? I guess I thought of one 5 seconds ago. Rita, could you hold up your smart guide for me? Rita raised its tail, carefully wrote her masterpiece with the tip of its tail, and then sent a Spring Festival greeting invitation to Kiana. The team Only Cowards Won't Accept My Invitation is applying to give me a Spring Festival greeting? Rice Cake. It's unlikely Rice Cake ran off just for this, but unfortunately everything in Area 3 is going according to my plan. Why don't we accept for now and ask for clarification later when we have the chance? This isn't exactly how we planned to team up, but we've got 4 people now. It'd be a shame not to play. So does everyone have any ideas for a team name? It sure reflects each member's personality. Well, we got a whole full Castellana family here. Well, kinda, Teresa. Being weird, odd one out. You mean like the big, reliable big sister, the cute little sister, the responsible me, and the silly you with that constant smile? Ha. I think Teresa's suggesting a brilliant name suddenly popped into Kiana's mind. How about a loving family? Aw, Kiana. It's simple, catchy, and easy to remember. If my daughters like it, I've got no objections. Alright, it's settled then. Who wants to go first? I'll go. As the big sister in a loving family, it makes sense for me to lead. Oh, having such a thoughtful daughter is wonderful. I'll cheer you on from the audience. What's with the oh wow? As a dad, shouldn't you give your daughters some tactical advice first? Fine. Anyway, if you're facing May, use the cooking tactics Rita has been practicing to throw her off. If it's Rita, go all out. If it's Rice Cake, tell her I was preparing. We're preparing. You idiot, Dad, you can't say that. Then just tell Rice Cake some jokes about me. That little one loves to laugh. What about Rita? If it were Rita... Oh, well, Dad can't help you there. My opponent is really you. Rita. What's with the some drama? Dramatic zoom. Since I'm a player, you should be prepared for this. Oh boy, the Wibes are fighting. Why are you coming straight toward me? Oh god, they're doing it. They're actually doing it. I love this game. How can I greet you properly if I don't come closer? Huh, you've got a point. God. I was not prepared for this. Why did the atmosphere suddenly become so tense right from the start? Although it's a game, you can't take it lightly. That's right. In my past competitive games, the moment I let my guard down, Durandal-sama would strike, despite the fact that she was new to games. To win, I must go Ella from the very beginning. There's no other way. Rita, other than to monitor Rita, you didn't join Rice Cake's team to save the game from being one-sided. You did it to go head-to-head with me, right? Of course. There's no stone ring on the fun board for Durandal-sama to reverse this game. Therefore, this is actually a game I'm most skilled at, one that requires steady, calculated play. You're still hung up on the result of that soccer match we had in the Bubble Universe? A 4-to-1 advantage reserved by a decisive goal from Durandal-sama. It's not hard to be hung up on it. Sorry, my mind was solely on kicking the ball into the stone ring to prove my abilities. Had I ignored that additional rule... No need to apologize. This time, the one who needs to be concerned with the result is likely yourself. Let's go, Rita. Can't believe they went for the full JoJo reference. My god. Now the wives are having to battle. For a team like this... I guess we'll do the main story in one only. Oh, they're all sort of tag that. Well, this one has both Durandals in it, so we'll go for that one. Well. The first point goes to Durandal. Sorry, Helia. Already looking way good. A lot better. Yeah, these sort of matches were never difficult. Basically, just going for a full quantum team at this point. It is part of the lineup, though, having a full quantum setup. Although I'm not even going to get to that point at this rate. There we go, we got one Durandal at least. Ah, there it goes. I lost again. Durandal Summon is truly impressive. I mostly relied on my sister's help. If I had to come up with a strategy for Yo Chibis on my own, I'd have been stuck for ages. I'm just happy I could help. Rita, it's the best of three. We still have a chance. Yes, I'm just disappointed I couldn't ask Durandal Summon for the blessing I wanted. Oh? Rita, we don't have to be confined by the game rules. Just tell me what blessing you'd like. Really? Of course. Then, I hope you can authorize your likeness for a character in the Studio Reasons project. Authorize my likeness? Yes, not long ago I happened to run into Miss Branya, who was struggling with the character design. To help her, I boldly gave her my suggestion. To my surprise, she not only accepted, but even came up with a detailed plan. Let me relay Miss Branya's concept. The character is a blonde girl, skilled with the lance. Whenever she swings a weapon taller than herself with full force, her tiny body stumbles from the momentum. If you quickly alternate the directional keys during this, you'll see... Rita... Sorry, Durandal, my suggestion may have been a bit influenced by my personal feelings. Don't say that, this idea is great. I think we can use it somewhere. Let's nail it down for now. What are you planning to do to my sister? Oh dear, this is... Don't look at me, I'm staying out of this. I can totally understand how Rita feels. Small, soft, and cute things always tug at the heartstrings, making us want to protect them. I'm just looking at Teresa. I bet May feels the same way now, doesn't she? Why did May suddenly let go? Rice Cake stared, confused at May, who had turned her back as if pretending to be a bystander. Just a moment ago, Rice Cake had clearly been in her arms. Ah. Rita, look what you've done! You killed the mood! Really, then to make up for it, let me be the next round. Trust me, I'll heat things up. Before that, I think you owe everyone an honest confession about who you really are. Ho? You're not like any of the Vitas we met in Area 2. You're... the real Vita. Not surprised there. I thought I hid it well. I didn't expect Kiana to see right through me. Back in Area 2, you used some method to remotely control the lucky Vita who was always with us. I didn't call you out at that time because you helped me in the dream, and we didn't have any reason to be enemies. But more importantly, I didn't want Auntie to be further upset by this matter back then. Back in the 3rd district, you dropped all pretenses and even tried to use the same old trick. Vita, what exactly are you trying to do? Since my mascot can bring so much joy to everyone, my personal appearance will surely bring even more happiness. Besides, I can sense that you're actually quite pleased by my work as a guide in the New Year's dream. You suddenly came out of nowhere and started explaining things on your own. Don't worry, with you around, I can't do anything bad. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't choose to do it during the holiday. But you already did it. Although the outcome wasn't too bad, it really troubled Auntie for quite a while. If it isn't not too bad, the same as good, well, if it's going to do something that you might consider bad next time, I'll definitely write a notice letter in advance. Vita. Now Kiana gets to know the pain of dealing with Vita. Don't try to act cute in front of Kiana. You dare to do this again, since you're here in person, you might as well explain yourself properly. Why did you tamper with the designs of Zone 1 and Zone 2? Do you have any idea how much effort I put into cleaning up the mess you left behind? I did this all to help the adorable little rice cake. Me? I know it's cute without you saying it, so stop using that as an excuse for your bad behavior. I really picked a few of the most interesting ideas from your dozens that you had discarded and put them back in. At most, this was just making good use of waste. I really like your initial design for Zone 3. The losing side has to randomly draw a blessing from the max out blessing pool and grant it to the winner, and it must be fulfilled unconditionally. Wow, I just imagine what exciting stories this rule will spark. Can a blessing given reluctantly still be considered a blessing? Only when this giver is sincere can the receiver truly feel blessed. I agree. That's why I haven't made any optimizations to the current Zone 3. But do you really think it's fun to work together to catch the red envelope thief and fight alongside a mascot everyone's tired of seeing in the final plan? That's just general direction. The details are another matter, but it's definitely the proposal that best fits the festive theme. Give me 3 benefits unrelated to the festive theme within 10 seconds. The final solution is unreliable, unlikely to go wrong, and has no safety risk. In my opinion, these 3 benefits are just extensions of one, so I need to add 2 more. Don't push your luck. Come on, just admit it, you're a good overseer, and you simply need to have more faith in your abilities. Otherwise, you wouldn't have played safe out of the worry that the park would go wrong, nor would you have been so anxious that you stayed overnight at the office. Hey, you, don't tell me you did something while I was asleep. You looked so adorable when you were asleep, and I couldn't help. Shut up. In any case, I've successfully proven one thing. Even with all the setbacks, you are fully capable of handling all sudden turns and thrilling developments, just like right now. Yet you didn't thank me, and instead blamed me. How disheartening for me. Cut the nonsense. What did you really want? I want you to be gentle and patient with me, to acknowledge my efforts, and I want to hear you say, I am Teresa, and I love you all, especially Vita. Yeah, that's not happening, Vita. I will never let you win. Time to pummel some Teresa, or pummel Vita into submission. These top notes are here as well. I know the buffers. I've read this all. I played this way too much. Might as well apply that. Although there's no Teresa in this team. Let's see, which one has a Teresa? Saint Freya would. Apply Saint Freya. Vita really does just want to do good, it seems, but her history just makes it impossible to trust her. Makes it impossible to not think that she's got something conniving planning in the background. There we go. I do still wonder, though, what sort of mess she's gonna cause next. I'm sure whatever fun Vita has planned will be quite the experience. Those Teresa's got me. Looks like this'll be it. Never stood a chance. Oh, my dear Overseer Teresa, why are you so reluctant to say those words? I fight for my own, for our one big happy family. We lost again? Red quickly pondered the battle situation in its mind, but no matter how hard it thought, the outcome of, if you don't accept it, it's your fault, couldn't be changed. After losing 2 matches in a row, May and I have no reason to participate anymore. Oh well, since I lost, I guess I'll have to confess my real motive for insisting on coming to the Spring Festival Park and deliberately altering the plans. Let's see what else you can come up with. In a typical school-life manga, showing off and causing trouble are always ways of expressing affection. Though childish, they work surprisingly well. Though through these acts, you guys who have my affection finally noticed me. Huh? It's childish. Don't make this face. It must be hard to believe, but ever since leaving the Spring Festival dream, there's been an emptiness in my heart. While it consumes happiness, it also suddenly creates sorrow. I know that to you, I'm just a dispensable teammate who's only here to make up the numbers. I laugh with you, watch you, yet I can never taste the same joy. Even if I suddenly disappeared at any moment, your laughter would never cease. But in my eyes, you all shine so brightly and are all so irreplaceable. You... Overseer Teresa, do you know what a grain of sand loves most? It loves winter most, because all strange misfitting beings will be accepted by the snow that covers everything. Just like this very moment. Okay, Vita, calm down now. You're not that forgettable, for better and worse. The moment its eyes met Vita's, Rice Cake felt a hole taking shape in his heart. No matter how much it struggled, all the happiness it had gained when pouring out through the hole that with unstoppable momentum. Perhaps it shouldn't have come under the sun, but around the moon, there was simply too many stars. And it was but a small snake, neither luminous nor aware of what it truly was. I'm sorry, Vita. You're just like me, yet I completely disregarded your feelings. Then there's May and Rita. I betrayed your trust and ruined your gaming experience. I'm a terrible captain. And Kiana, I shouldn't have called you a big lazy cat. You're actually a really, really good big sister. I'm sorry. After making sure everyone heard the apology, Rice Cake suddenly curled up into a ball and fled into the distance. Rice Cake? Wait, if you chase after it to say winning or losing doesn't matter, it'll only make things worse. And why is that? Because you haven't realized the root cause of the problem yet. After all, we've only been away from the child's world for too long. So long that we've forgotten we were once children ourselves. While on the other side, there's Rice Cake trying to do its best to fit into the adult world in the most awkward way. Yet what appeared before it was a world of ambiguity. Those arrangements and surprises that adults consider thoughtful and romantic. Why do people insist on walking in circles and speaking in riddles when a straight line would lead them to the exit? This is probably what Rice Cake's biggest worry, and all we should have done was tell them the truth. Words spoken aloud may lose their mystery, but isn't honesty itself a joyful rehearsal? Vita must have noticed something was wrong with Rice Cake, which is why she deliberately said those things. Of course, even without those words, the issue would have exploded at some point because of some other reason. Vita, thank you. This time. Although your way of solving problems is hard to accept at first. It's better than letting the issue stand between that kid and you forever. Trust me, when it comes to being a big sister, I have plenty of experience. Like, how many were there? Like 8 little Vitas out there? Although you're not even around them anymore. You left those kids to Griseo. As someone who has been with Kiana and Rice Cake all the time, I only just realized I'm the one who's been an inadequate senior. Then I'm an inadequate big sister. This kid. Auntie, even if we failed once, we still have a chance for a makeup exam. Rice Cake is quietly observing everyone from the far right now. But I guess as soon as someone takes a step, it'll run away just like it did before. May would know best how good I am at running back and forth between the 2 worlds that Auntie mentioned. Your gift in this area has really given me a headache for a long time. Leave the bring back Rice Cake to matter to me. If you run into trouble, Dad has other tricks up his sleeve. This one worked while you were little, so it should work on Little Rice Cake too. Huh, if you're talking about cosplaying or huddle all day long, don't worry, that won't be necessary at all. Being called Big Sister, I can't just let that go of that. Ah, Kiana, so precious. Let's go save Little Rice Cake and make them feel better. As soon as I moved, Rice Cake started running. Man, it's been a long time since I've been here. This way. The monsters aren't attacking. Are they trying to block my way only? Sorry, Rice Cake, no matter what, I will see you. Rice Cake gathered the monsters, now eliminated them one by one. Seems like some kind of cleaning up too. Found it. To reach where Rice Cake is, we have to take this suspended walkway. But half a year ago, it was affected by authority testing, and it was classified as a hazardous area pending restoration. Number 17 most likely installed an electric eye there to film any intruders. But it's been broken for half a year. The electric eye should be out of power by now. No, I can't take the chances. If that's the case, I'll automatically return to the charging station. I better run faster so it can't capture me. Charge through in one go. Whoop. Whoopsie. Oh jeez. One go. Yeah. One time, one go. Huh? Gotcha. Wait, don't come closer. Ouch. Gotcha. Can't even stop you, huh? To stop me, number 17 would need at least 100 more surveillance cams. So that's what it is, a surveillance cam? I thought it was some kind of new monster and I was about to whack it with my tail, but then it suddenly lit up and spooked me. Anyway, I didn't take it seriously. While I was paying attention, I slowly flew through. Luckily you didn't hit the surveillance cam, or the maintenance staff would have had quite a headache. Huh, I almost got out of trouble again. Did you come here just to tell me that? Of course not. I have a lot to say. Ah, Kiana. Rice Cake, actually, everyone really adores you. You all adore me? Well, if you want to know what everyone likes about you, we can check with them when we get back. As for me, I'll just say one thing for now. I'm afraid if I say too much, we won't have time for everything else. You're soft and warm and with a sweet and comforting smell. Even though I was too tired to interact with you in the past couple days, you still stayed by my side. I told you, you're the one who can't sleep, but still. And I should also thank you for tucking me in. Rice Cake, all your previous whispers were actually about a planning surprise for you. And during our time at the park, about those things that confused you, I'm sorry I didn't consider things from your perspective. I think in your eyes, winning, losing, and all the rules are the most important things in the games. What everyone cares about most. That's why it's hard for you to accept my casual dismissal of victory and defeat, or my arbitrary changes to rules, right? Rice Cake nodded firmly. Indeed, winning, losing, and the rules are important, but in the Spring Festive Park, there are things that matter even more. And what's that? It's the festive atmosphere, the spilled drink, and the still being able to cheerfully shout out Happy Spring Festival. Honkai has indeed ended, yet victory left behind not only joy, but also many problems that humanity must solve. These challenges push everyone to run at full speed until the end of the year, only to finally spare a little time at the beginning of the next year for everyone to rest well and have as much fun as they like. If we have to stay tense even during times like this, we won't have any energy left to work after the Spring Festival. Then if I suddenly leave, wouldn't I be upsetting everyone and ruining the festive atmosphere? Oh. Huh, it's not always bad sometimes to have someone singing a different tune. I finally understand why everyone likes you so much. Huh? Kiana, I also have something to tell you. I watched over you while you slept, not for the reasons you all mentioned. I just don't know where to go because I'm scared. Aw. Oh, Rice Cake. God, looks like she's holding me. For everyone else, the Spring Festival dream is just a beautiful illusion. But for me, who was born there, it was only reality. So where am I exactly? Could this moment as we speak just be a dream of mine? How much longer will this dream last? And after it ends, what will become of me? The only one who could tell me the answer was you, who was still asleep. But when you opened your eyes, I found my tongue stuck. You are surrounded by many kind and gentle souls, just like yourself. This is the real reason why I received such care in that surprise. But I am merely a part of you. What am I among all the parts that make up Kiana? I'm just a little accident, a wisp of your leaked authority, or perhaps just a fleeting thought. It's all my fault for wanting to make those things part of the surprise. I should have told you from the beginning. Huh? Rice Cake, while there are many parts that make up who I am, there are only a few key moments that determine why I became this Kiana, and not a different one. Among these, one part is the most precious. It's just that I've remained stuck between the first pages of the Book of Time, and I've turned so many pages since. I've also forgotten about it. Both of the falling tears and the emptiness in their hearts were gently wiped away by each other. A distant memory gradually became clear in this peaceful silence. Behind was the still drifting snow, and the biting cold air whispered against her ears. Suddenly, hurried footsteps shook the snowman's round head askew, and the aroma of food rushed up right after giving it a firm embrace. Oh. Oh my god, my heart. Oh, our little girl. Ah, and the pizza toast. Kiana, can you guess what Dad made for you? Wow, it's a cheese-loaded pizza spread. Toast pizza. That's not right, it's rice cake today. In the distant land of Shenzhou, all the festive foods eaten during Spring Festival are all called this. So should I also call my snowman Rice Man? If you like. Dad, can I eat rice cakes on the small wooden stool by the door? I wanna stay with Ada, Tiny, and the invincible T-Rex. It's too warm inside, they'll melt. Of course, but Kiana, what's the invincible T-Rex? It's a word that Natalie came up with while telling stories to her brother. But I was hiding in the room and couldn't hear clearly, so I thought the word sounded cool and wanted to secretly use it. I see. If you're curious, just ask them directly next time. Next time they come to sell alcohol. Better you do it, Dad. The bandages on my face might scare them. Would you ask yourself if there was no bandages? Maybe, I guess. I don't know. After all, I've only ever talked to you and the Rice Man. Ah, Kiana. Back in this far-off time when she was first picked up by Siegfried. Kiana, making friends isn't as hard as you think. Look at me. I have friends all over the world. Just fire a shot into the sky and they'll come to me from all directions. Though I haven't seen anyone else besides Natalie and her brother visit Dad. My friends are all on their way here. Anyway, I'll only say this once about the secret to making friends, so listen carefully. You're so cute. With just a bit more sweet talk, everyone will surely love you. And that second point, which is the most important point, is sincerity. It helps you make friends who accept your flaws and appreciate your strengths. Sincere. Does it mean I can tell everyone that I'm afraid my bandages might scare them? And how exactly should I talk sweet? Well, try calling her dear friend Natalie first. And one day, Ada, Tiny, the invincible T-Rex, and many more people, they'll gather around the small wooden stool because of your sincerity. And all you need to do is prepare a hot cheese-loaded rice cake for those friends who come from afar. By then, the bell of the door will probably be ringing non-stop all day long. Ha, that sounds awesome. At that time, she didn't fully grasp her dad's trick of making friends, but something quietly took root in her heart. That was a bold vision of the future, a yearning that filled her entire childhood, and a beautiful wish that marked the starting point of Kiana's life. It was a rice cake that helped me find it again, and it was you all along. Is this me? I didn't know I was this important to you. Yes, very, very important. So, Rice Cake, please don't run off again, okay? Then you can't hide things from me either. That's a promise. Kiana, I want to make a promise that's more formal, and only between good friends. Can I? Well... Let's pinky promise. Make it 100 years. Make it 100 years. Uh-oh. Recording the facial features of the intruder. Oh no, getting on camera means I'll be censored publicly.
Kiana, 取らないで!
Oh.
あんたもアウトだよ。こっちに来て。
There they go. Go, Kiana, go! Oh my god. So cute. Oh, there it goes. Ran out of battery. Oh, hi, Klein. Almost had it.
カメラはセーフ。あんたの方が心配だよ。
God, so adorable. Oh, my heart. Here's the ending. 2 more parts. How dare you still take photos after I saved you? Looks good. Perfect evidence of you knocking over Klein. If you two are something else, you actually managed to drain the surveillance camera's battery. I was planning to come up with an excuse to fool number 17. Dad, Klein, we didn't mean to. It's okay. Kiana would have to bear the loser's losses herself. After all, she was the one who ordered all these snacks. Oh, really? Huh? Why is May here too? My head feels dizzy again. I need to rest for a while. How dramatic. After spinning around in place a few times, Klein collapsed with a thud into the pile of snacks that she had just struggled to claw out of. If you had used stocking up for the Spring Festival as the excuse, I might have accepted it. Look, we got Rice Cake now. Seems like you cleared the air between you. Kiana and I had a pinky promise, and we've become really, really good friends. And what about Mr. Siegfried and I? Of course, you're my good friends too. Is that okay? Rice Cake, if the answer is no, we wouldn't have tried to find a way to bring you back into reality. Huh? In fact, Kiana had to rest for an extra couple days after leaving the Spring Festival dream exactly because of this. Fortunately, everyone's wish for you to celebrate the Spring Festival with us made everything go so smoothly. Where's the will? Where there's a will, there's a way. Oh, you're all so kind. I was wondering how I would suddenly end up in the moon base after opening my eyes. You deserve everyone's kindness, Rice Cake. You can come here to hang out with us anytime you want in the future. Of course, when it's bedtime, you'll need to go back to bed with me too. That doesn't sound half bad. Alright, why are May and Dad here? Of course, I'm here to check on my partner who's been chased all over the base by security cams. They were fighting so intently earlier. It really got me fired up. Now that the tension is gone, let's hurry back and have some fun. Oh, you're here to hurry us up? Well then, Rice Cake, what are you... Kiana, come on, go back with me. Let's have our final friendly showdown. Alright. God, little Rice Cake. So adorable. What team shall we have? Let's have anti-entropy, because why not? It may give me 3 points per Honkai digest, but it's whatever, it's not gonna be a difficult battle. I can build whatever I want. That little icon for Rice Cake is so adorable. Gosh, can't get enough of Rice Cake's cuteness. Nice early grab. All shall face be, but none can take me. Bye-bye, Siegfried. Rise and face me, none can take me. Bye-bye, mate. So we were left with two, Rice Cake and Kiana. Hold nothing back. I put up a bigger fight than you thought. I lost. You're pretty good at games, I'll give you that. I'm not that amazing, just got lucky. No, I know that besides making friends, you must have had another wish when you were little, to become the Game King. That's gotta be the only reason why I couldn't beat you. Huh, you keep thinking that. It's a message from Branya. She says everything is ready and they're just waiting for us. Could this be the surprise that's been hidden until now? That's right, let's hurry back and not keep everyone waiting too long. Alright, here we go. Big finale. How about we send off this
もし
anniversary?
みんなが食卓の前に集まってたら、次
Of
は
course.
熱々のチーズたっぷりお餅の出番。任せて。
Yes, the most exquisite pizza toast ever. Just wonderful. Glasses and everything. Siegfried, you're not allowed to mislead the kids on common knowledge anymore. The way I see, Rice Cake is definitely a much cooler name than pizza, bacon, or ketchup. Oh my, as expected of my daughter, she understands my good intentions right away. Those Rice Cake, just tell me, do you like this name? I love it. Stop toying with the kid. Sis, you better cut it and stop Auntie and Dad from bickering. You only made up one serving. Even if everyone else gets just one piece, it wouldn't be enough. Not to mention some people would have even more than one piece. Are you talking about yourself? Who is the chef? It's not just me. There's Senti too. Yeah, she was blabbing about helping out earlier. I bet she can't wait to have a piece. Without Fu Hua holding her back, she would have probably been picking out by now. I think she's just trying to appear important. That's how she loves her love for Rice Cake, right? Huh. You're right, but you better not say that to her face. She has quite a short fuse. Kiana, how long are you going to keep sprinkling that cheese? That's already enough. How? Is it too much? I should have never borrowed Senti's sunglasses. Your eyes are barely open in the first place. Mrs. Siegfried, please stop cutting the onions with your eyes closed either, and be careful. I mean, he's already got a robot finger, so Ouch, I really got my finger. Why are you not holding the vegetable with the robot hand so you can't cut it? Are you okay? Oh, let's just catch up. Quite tasty, actually. Siegfried, you're asking for it. What a goofy family. Are you two really just gonna watch from the sidelines? Kiana wants Rice Cake to taste his pizza toast in her memory, and those who've traveled thousands of miles to the moon base for the Spring Festival to try cooking. If we interfere, we only ruin this precious sentiment. Rest assured, May and I won't allow the kitchen to explode. Besides, Kiana and the others have been carefully learning about the secret recipes that Susang-sama collected during her wandering days. What a pity, Susang-sama was looking so much forward to the Spring Festival Park, but she got held up by various matters. One of those matters did afford us the secret recipe, though. I heard the old master who gave her the secret recipe has quite an eccentric personality. She has to visit thrice before he was willing to meet her. To obtain the secret recipe, one must endure 4 unimaginable difficult trials. The first trial is to gaze directly at the sun. Sushang, please don't do that. Second is uprooting a large tree. The third is abstaining from drinking water. The fourth is to dominate all beasts. That seems like the easiest one, surprisingly. Does cooking have to be so complex? Maybe that's why the recipe is such a mystery. And then what about you, Vita? Is it really okay to just watch while everyone else is getting ready to celebrate the Spring Festival happily? I don't quite understand what you mean. As expected, you play dumb whenever it comes to questions you don't want to answer. Well, as for the principal's confusion, you gave 3 reasons, and each one turned out to be true. To truly understand your motives, we need to rearrange these 3 reasons in the correct order. The emptiness in your heart led you to the moon base after the Spring Festival dream, and while you did appear to be testing the principle on the surface, in reality you were guiding everyone toward a scenario where Rice Cake could truly become one of us. Even if the reunion happened only in a dream, you still want to thank Rice Cake who allowed you to see the little Vitas, am I right? Talk about gratitude and appreciation, huh? Alas, it seems that when you plant too many plot devices, they tend to connect themselves in people's minds through the threads of imagination. Seeing you react like this is enough. He's the only one who knows how to handle Vita, it seems. Alright, I'll be going if there's nothing else. There are so many lovey-dovey people here that it feels a bit suffocating. Before you leave, at least have a slice of hot pizza. 2 slices would be fine too. Happy Spring Festival, Vita. See, even you're getting involved now, Vita. You see, this is why I enjoy stories as an observer. Many times, even when I'm ready to close the book, I find myself opening it again because of some unexpected plot twist. Thus, the observer and the protagonist reunite at the end of the story, and due to this small accident, the story itself becomes more engaging to read. But I really just wanted to see the story of another, see something different from me. After all, no one watches only for the first part of a story without seeing what comes next. But it's alright, this time, I finally got to say those words. Happy times are always brief. My friends from afar, until we meet again. And happy Spring Festival. Happy Spring Festival indeed. God, what an adorable event this has been. So loving and just warm. And I've got a little anecdote here. As the Spring Festival dream was brought to an end, a new morning came to the moon base. As people awoke from their dreams, they all reminisced about their extraordinary encounters from the previous night, the rehearsal of the festival celebrations, and had pushed their expectations of reality to begin new heights. However, the Spring Festival messenger who led them to experience the joy of reunion early was still drifting off in the sea of exhaustion. The small boat she relied on was also lost, not knowing where to go. What? Where am I? Kiana? Is she asleep? Huh, she's hugging me so tightly, but weren't we just watching fireworks on a Spring Festival dream? I even got that little classic photo there too, man. The little Homu, the Neko charm. This really is Kiana's room. Could be that we've both been drawn into the dream of fireworks, but this place doesn't seem to have anything to do with fireworks. Kyle... No, I'd hate to be woken when I'm sleeping in. As Spring Festival ruler, I can certainly find the answer myself without waking up Kiana. Oh, Rice Cake. Rice Cake is such a cutie. Forget it. I'm a mature spirit of angry beast, not some reckless kid who doesn't know any better. However, Rice Cake had underestimated Kiana's determination to keep her favorite pillow, and after giving up on breaking free by force, entangled into a battle of wits for nearly 15 minutes before finally managing to slip out of the covers. Huff, huff. I'm exhausted. I just noticed the TV looks like a giant switch. What are these buttons for? You can't use those. I've got a more retro-looking console here, too. The cartridge and everything. Now I can finally investigate this room. Photo frame. It's a photo of them from their school days. Branya has even more curls than now. How does she manage that? How many curls can her hair make? I'm so curious. May's serious gaze looks just as it does now. Was she really disciplining others like a teacher back then when she was a student? Who was the unruly one anyway? Kiana. She gives me the impression of a kid trying to hide her grown-up act. Hard to act grown-up. She'd probably begin to giggle the moment the camera was taken away. When it comes to maturity, she still has a lot to learn from me. Baseball bat. I don't see a baseball bat. Where is it? I think it might be behind Rice Cake. This bat's worn spots are infused with energy. One feels warm, just like Kiana. The other feels cold, like that white-haired man I saw in the dream. But how exactly do you play baseball to wear the bat off like this? To do that, you have to fight them basically to the death, and in a realm outside of reality, basically, with the eye finale watching you, and after exhausting yourselves both physically and mentally, with all the fourth wall breaks of the super mega laser cannon to break his shield, you end up in that little realm and have your little baseball bat duel. What an experience that was. And the coat. It has Kiana's smell. Oh, that jacket. I still need to get that jacket myself. Gotta find somewhere that sells it. This coat looked a bit old, but since it's hung where she can easily reach it, it must mean she likes wearing it. Kiana's good taste. I like it too. Running in it at night would surely make you shine like a shooting star. That she did. Begin to deduce. According to the investigation just now, this is Kiana's room. Only Kiana could dream her room so vividly, and I couldn't sense Kiana dreaming at all. So this must be reality. Oh my, what a flawless deduction indeed. Indeed, Wait. If this were reality, then I would... A web panic spread instantly throughout her body, from a single thought. Worse still, before she could fully understand the source of her fear, the doorbell in the corner of the room inexplicably rang again. Can't I find a safe place to hide? After careful consideration, Rice Cake crawled back into Kiana's embrace and closed his eyes just before the door opened. She must be exhausted. No response even after ringing the doorbell for so long. A soft murmur, like someone talking to herself, came from the far ahead. Without a doubt, it was May. If you keep sleeping like this, you'll miss out on the cake I made. Seems someone prefers sleeping over cake. Don't worry, I can make another one later. But why isn't Rice Cake awake either? I was thinking that if Rice Cake had woken up, I could take it on a tour around the moon base. Now, not only do I have to make 2 more cakes, but my hospitality plans have also gone down the drain. This and that? Maybe next time. ZZZZ. It's because Rice Cake has spent too much time with you. I thought only you could express thoughts through snoring. Squinting observed. Why is May smiling? Shouldn't she be upset about the plan falling through? I heard there's a quick call button on the control panel by the door that can be operated by just one finger. Press key 3, then press the confirm button to contact me. I'll come back to see you later. Maybe by then Rice Cake will be awake too. There's the bat. I don't see the jacket though. Oh, there it is, right on the corner, right on the edge there on the wall. A tour around the moon base, it sounds fun. But I'm a spirit of angry beast. Wouldn't I scare timid people unconscious if I appeared in real life? I'm afraid my presence is lacking here. Since it isn't my territory, I can't even call a single subordinate. More importantly, Oops, spooked by myself. I won't back down because of this or that. If I don't have enough friends, I'll find new ones. I know a secret way to making friends that nobody else knows. Just wait until I use it, then you'll see how amazing it is. Seeing its declaration being persistently unanswered, Rice Cake angrily scratched Kiana's chin with her tail. Anyway, I feel more at ease leaving the task of showing me around to you, you sleepyhead. As I reward, I shall accompany you until you awake. After all, you hate being in a cold, empty room all by yourself. Oh, Rice Cake. Rice Cake cares so much. Script checked, set ready. Now, phew, I just need to send this final version to number 17. Huh? It's 5 in the morning. I better schedule to setting it's 7 o'clock. I can take a quick nap this way. She turned off the laptop, put on her eye mask, and drowsily slumped forward into her folded arms. I hope Kiana wakes up in the morning. Then Rice Cake will have no reason to pretend sleep either. Branya said she would try today. Hopefully it'll work out. Alright, did I set an alarm? To confirm this, she raised her head again. Screen's so bright. Let me see. It's fine. Alright, time for some shut-eye. I hope everyone likes the Spring Festival park I prepared. If not so much, you might, fall asleep. I must say there really are people in this world who can immediately dive into work right after having fun. Why bother, my dear overseer Teresa? With the park already complete, further optimization of details won't make much difference. Besides, you're surrounded by kind people who would never blame you even if things went wrong. Unless you have OCD, or you can derive satisfaction from tedious labor, you're just making things unnecessarily difficult for yourself. Her peripheral vision caught the work notes tucked under Teresa's arm. The visible page happened to show some of the problems encountered while preparing for the Spring Festival. Insufficient budget, tight schedule, multiple development tasks. Alright, let's see what kind of help the enthusiastic V can offer. First, you should focus on the abandoned folder. Under the influence of morality and reality, they often become eternal prisons that confine brilliant ideas. What I need to do is liberate those ideas that can bring laughter and happiness. First, create a corridor consisting of 10 rooms. You cannot enter the next room without completing the specific challenge within the current room. Reasons for rejection, forcing others against their will that may damage relationships between gaming partners. What relationship damage? This clearly brings the players closer together. Don't those challenges weighing on their backs render every choice we make more meaningful and consequential? 13. A top-tier detective game centered around groundbreaking roleplay, which unfolds a drama filled with deceptions, betrayals, and intrigues. Reasons for rejection? Good idea, but I can't write detective stories. I've asked Fuhua for help. She won't be able to get a proper rest. P.S. A simplified script has been completed and will be put to work soon. According to the file address mentioned in the document, we quickly found the simplified script. The setting isn't a mansion surrounded by blizzards, but a tech metropolis under the night sky. Sounds decent, but as for the story itself, the detective assistant took on the commission from corporate base, first teaming up with a lawyer and security consultant, then being an executive from a rival company. Despite numerous obstacles posed by dark forces, the five united as one and finally recovered the red envelopes from the red envelope thief. So that's what simplifying means. Just avoiding things that you're not good at. Staying in your comfort zone won't get you anywhere. Fortunately, there's someone here who's skilled at telling tall tales, and even made the legendary villain into an exhibit otherwise. Oh, Vita. 39. The mascot system needs to be iterated to create new, interesting, and expectation-defying mascots. Susanna also suggests using the mascots system as a foundation to develop AI-based customer service training. Rejection reason: insufficient budget that we can only select members of the Homu family. In any case, I will find a way to increase the Homu family's appeal. As for Susanna's suggestion, it needs revision. Mascots shouldn't be providers of emotional value. I hope they can freely express their true nature in Zone 2. Oh my, I'm so touched by this. Alas, Overseer Teresa has yet to realize that no matter what shoes she wears, as long as she walks down the wrong path, she will inevitably arrive at the wrong destination. Low budget? No problem. Creating something for nothing is what I do best. Then it's time to open the processing folder. It's a breeding ground for compromises and mediocrity. What I need to do is put in some exciting elements, the ideas that I just liberated. On the opening day, there will be an opening ceremony to introduce the different zones of the Spring Festival Park and provide important visitor guidelines to prevent any unexpected confusion. How boring to start with something like this. Even if unexpected confusion occurs, we have the God of Earth who can handle everything. She indifferently criticized all the unreasonable aspects of the document, yet completely forgot that she herself was the unexpected confusion. Please proceed to the Spring Festival Park at your own convenience and experience the attractions in each zone. Susanna, your suggestion is excellent. I'll take it. Number 17, this is the final version of the document. I'll leave the rest to you. Huh? I thought you said my proposal wasn't needed right now. Why suddenly? But that's fine. As long as it's useful. Thank you, Madam Teresa. Now I can finally have a peaceful Spring Festival at home. Number 1. Why without responding instantly? It's only 7 o'clock. Surely no one's working overtime during the holiday. Forget it. It's all done anyway. Along with the joy of helping others came a fierce and lingering yawn. While I wouldn't wake the sleeping Teresa, it did make her feel somewhat uncomfortable in a way she hadn't experienced in a long time. I guess I'm really not cut out for staying in such a quiet places. Well then, while staying up late may not affect some people's beauty, I must say I've wasted too much precious time here. No matter what, I hope you'll enjoy the Spring Festival Park after my iterations, and if you don't, that's okay too. I just find it fun to do this, that's all. Before concluding the event, she habitually left an extra paragraph. What it was doesn't matter, nor does she care if anyone heard them, for in most cases they would be grounded away by the passing of time. But occasionally it would become a self-fulfilling prophecy that one could only smile at Riley. For this moment alone, wasn't it perfectly natural to do something beyond her duty? Ah, how nice. Vita just wanted to make a mess of everything, but in this case it ended up working out. Anecdote 3. Hey, Bronya, this is our last chance. Yes, if we can't convince Rice Cake to leave your room today, it'll definitely find an excuse to not go to Spring Festival Park tomorrow. I understand the theory, but I still have some slight concerns. Just think about it. It's finally made my room its newly conquered territory, just getting settled, and now we want to send it into an unfamiliar place to meet more strangers? Isn't that a bit too much to ask? Does Kana Irioka even want Rice Cake to come play with us? Of course I want to. That's why we need to address this problem directly. From my perspective, the Rice Cake lacks a sense of security, with its unease stemming from the moonbase and from everyone leaving the Spring Festival dream. Anything can happen in a dream, but once it reaches reality, it's not the same. I think it's worried about people who only pretend to like dragons. Then we'll just have to show how welcome it is here. That's right, the key to the problem is right here. How can we make it understand this point? I thought about gathering everyone who had contact with the Rice Cake in the Spring Festival dream and holding a welcome ceremony, where we'd all shout, "Rice Cake, we love you," the moment it crawls out of the blanket. But then I realized this message was a bit childish. Yeah, Rice Cake is just a kid, right? But it doesn't admit this itself, constantly saying, "I'm the big shot here," and "I'm the big shot there." A lot of reading. My throat was dying out for a bit. Perhaps it would be better to be more subtle and show goodwill in a daily life. Being too direct can sometimes be seen as perfunctory. Just like when May serves a particularly delicious dish, and I don't just immediately shout, "Wow, this is delicious," but instead carefully savor it and then give a thoughtful evaluation. For me, there's no difference between the two types of feedback. I know what kind of person Kiana is, so the way you choose to express yourself won't affect how happy I am. But what if I scrunch up my face and say nothing after eating it? That means the dish is so delicious that you'll be momentarily speechless. This definitely applies to Bronya. The more detailed the feedback, the more I can discover the current issues in the game, and after that long analysis you just gave me, precisely helped me find one. Kiana, after waking up, you seem to be unsure how to interact with Rice Cake. Is it that obvious? Very obvious. Okay, I'll admit it. Actually, it's because of Rice Cake companionship while I was sleeping that I finally figured something out. I really want to share this immediately with Rice Cake and with all of you, but I also feel that such an important matter should be shared in a more ceremonial setting. And when the red envelope passing reaches the last person, who would be perfect? Kiana, aren't you overthinking this? Everyone actually has a sense of what you're preparing to share. The only one who probably has no idea is Rice Cake herself. Then it's even more important to prepare well. Don't worry, keeping it a secret for now definitely won't be a problem. Rice Cake is doing well with me. Right now, the most important thing to do is convince it to leave my room. While you were updating me about the events of the past 2 days, I was already thinking of the strategy, and now it's time to put it into practice. A few moments later... It's so noisy outside. Who's at the door? Kiana, May, and Bronya? May, who did you vote for in the cutie contest of Shit's Golf for our new year? Of course, Klein. Who else has such an adorable look and can turn into a battle partner when needed? Rice Cake works too. Exactly. Neither Klein nor Rice Cake is as powerful as Project Bunny. She has at least 10 different combat forms. Can other cuties do that? I probably can't. How do you even know Rice Cake can't? We do know Rice Cake has at least 2. Alright, even if she can transform into 11 combat forms, there's one she thinks she can't do. My Project Bunny dares to do the bunny dance in the Grand Hall. Does your Rice Cake dare? What? Rice Cake already performed it with me in the Spring Festival dream. You are all the audience. That was just a dream. The contest is based on real-life performances. And you said it yourself. Rice Cake performed with you. Project Bunny did it all on her own. Klein, too. Stop sulking. Rice Cake, why are you out here? You're the one who I can boss around in the real world, so it's only natural I care about you. Oh, I'm so touched. No crying. I'll prove to everyone who the best really is in the queue. In a flash, Rice Cake's face turned red. He realized that if it said the word, the condescending manner he had established a minute ago would crumble. But if it didn't say it, its early declaration of caring for its subordinate would turn into empty words. Huff. I'll show everyone I'm the best cutie. Yes, you are, Rice Cake. Yes, you are. Very much cute. Then Rice Cake, want to take a walk around the room base and visit their contestants? Sure, I can't wait. But, will you come along? Of course, how could a subordinate not stick with her boss? Now that's more like it. Seems like it's all settled. But I can't shake the feeling that if Rice Cake really is what everyone expects, Kiana's original idea would have been enough. And lastly... Heave-ho! Kiana, what are these boxes? The gifts I prepared for everyone. So the cheese-loaded toast pizza wasn't even the full surprise? Of course not. Even surprise needs a build-up and a grand finale. Having everyone come to the Moon Base for the Spring Festival is one of the best gifts I could ask for. As a permanent resident here, I had to return the favor with my own gifts. Rice Cake, you've got one too. Look forward to it. Yeah. So, who's gonna go first? Is that even a question? True. Here you go. Thanks, let me see. Huh? Is this a little game console? More like a stretched leaf toy. Press the left button and the little projectile on the left attacks the one on the right. The faster you press, the faster it attacks, and vice versa. Doesn't something you always look for people to spar with, or joke around with? Now she can have a match anytime, anywhere. 2 buttons. 2 buttons? Old timer, this doesn't really count as fighting, does it? How about giving Kiana a face and having a go? Are you laughing at me? I'm not. Then what's with that smug smile you can't hide? Don't get too cocky. Best of 7. But you just said best of 3. And before that, you said one round would decide the winner. I don't care. Your hand is slower than mine. The left button must be broken. Kiana, I'm stretching the right one. You're the judge. I'm supposed to be a stretched leaf type, but somehow it's stretching something out even more. Since before we start the next round, I want to see what gift Kiana got me. Let me see too. Be careful, don't tear this. A travel guide? How is it? I tried to write it neatly, and I picked out all the reference pictures carefully. Look, Fuxi said that while you picked out a few places you want to visit this year, you haven't made any detailed plans yet. With her help, I've already prepared the itinerary for you for your first stop. Just follow this travel guide and you'll have the best experience. That's really thoughtful of you, Kiana. No need for such courtesy. You always send me postcards from every trip. If we're counting, the stat stack of postcards is way thicker than this guide. I actually thought you'd give the old-timer something like a jar filled with herbal tonics from soaking water. That's actually my Spring Festival gift for Auntie. Huh, me? Yeah, since you become the Shisco Overseer, you've been working overtime all the time, and I even caught you sighing to yourself. I can't do much to help with your work, but I hope at least you can enjoy the water a little more. Kiana, you could say bitter melon juice is more nutritious, but drinking only bitter melon juice would get boring. Trust me, this herbal mix in that jar makes the water taste even more bitter than bitter melon juice. Alright, I'll use this chance to try a new flavor then. Thank you, Kiana. Speaking of flavors, that reminds you of the gift I got for Sele. That was a perfect segue. Don't tell me you even planned in the order in which you give the gifts. I actually did. Inside these two boxes of chocolates, every piece has a different flavor. I can't promise each one will match your taste. One of you likes sweet and the other likes spicy. But from my experience, trying flavors you've never had before is the best way to find new joys. Because life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Now we're referencing Forrest Gump now, huh? They're hitting all the memes here, huh? So Kiana's seen that movie too. So having Forrest Gump canonically exists in Honkai Impact, huh? Of course, it was Brian's recommendation. Oh, looks like it's my turn now. Since it's you, I won't hold back. Brian, I found 20 people on the Moonblade to test your game. Huh? This is definitely the best Spring Festival gift I've ever received. If you didn't have your own responsibilities, I don't want you to join the Studio Reason right now. I'll help, even if I'm not officially joining, and number 17 too. Huh? I promise that this year I won't avoid or resist any of number 17's test assignments. I'll show up on time every time. Also, I won't go into unrepaired danger zones anymore. I won't climb test site memorial statues without permission, and I won't drain the surrounds cam's battery. Well, about that one. Ended up breaking that one quickly. But it's clearly me. Shush, anyway, I said it, so I'll do it. Your cooperation will save me a lot of time, and time is the most valuable resource. Thank you. Phew, as long as you're happy with it. Relax, number 17 is not Teresa. And what's that supposed to mean? Calm down, Auntie. Come here for a second. Dad insists too. Alright, try on the piggy scarf, bunny hat, and little elf earmuffs. See if they fit. They're so cute, especially the red piggy scarf. It's basically made for Siegfried. Take this. Take this. Try pulling on my ears again and see what happens. Come on, long ears are meant to be pulled. Kiana, what about you? What did you get for yourself? I also focused on imagining you three in these outfits that I forgot to include myself. Now it's just a loving family with me standing out like a sore thumb. It's fine, I'll help you during the rest of the holiday. Miss Kiana gave me such an amazing surprise gift, so it's only right I give you my all in return. And what did she give you? Rita just smiled and stepped back, holding the gift box out of Durandal's line of sight. Rita? Rita's gift is probably the same as mine. Hey, Kira, you're here too. But I'm really curious, how did you even get your hands on it, huh? Start the conversation with an awkward smile while pretending to be super familiar with the person, even though you already are. And before leaving them, make sure to strike a surrender pose and show that you won't dare to do it again next time. So that's why you came to me that day. If it's for Kira, you should have just said so. I thought you were asking on Siegfried's behalf because of you seemed so nervous. You mean the photo? Kiana sent me a copy too. It's my first time seeing Cecilia like that. Teresa, how could you hide such a cute photo all this time? Dad. Kiana, the gift-giving session. Is it my turn now? Saved. Yep, May's gift today. May's gift is here. Ta-da! After careful consideration, I've decided to accept Klein's proposal to help her gain at least 3 clients per month. In return, Klein will provide me with a year-round secret delivery service. What's with that note? How did that get mixed in the gift? I must have accidentally put it in. Let me find May's gift. No need to look. May's gift is with me. From what I can tell, this is a headstone recording plush. If you press the head and switch, it plays a pre-recorded message from the maker. Like this. Wait! I bet May would love to hear me send this kind of blessing, so I'll say it's just for you. Just then, a gust of wind brushed past Klein, carrying the plush's voice away. I don't like it when people don't finish their sentences. So do I. May, what are you doing? Little Rice Cake, haven't you noticed Miss Kiana has been pushed into berserk mode by a chain of accidents? But I pressed all the wrong buttons. Since my gift isn't in this session anyway, isn't it fine to say something? How do you know it isn't? Huh? Hesitating, Vita found a red envelope with a cartoon face on it, placed in her hands. Happy Spring Festival, Vita. And remember, you can't build your happiness in the Spring Festival on someone else's unhappiness. I promise. At least not tomorrow. Not the day after tomorrow, or the day after that either. Yes. Alright, now the only gift left, the real is rice cakes. Kiana, I brought rice cakes gift as well. So May wasn't just secretly listening to the recording, huh? That's right. To keep you from finding it too early, Kiana hid the gift in a pretty secret spot. Then the blessing May sis heard in the recording was the one you originally wanted Kiana to give? Rice Cake, why are you still thinking about that right now? Was it or wasn't it? Of course, the gifts she gives me are always perfect. Good, that's the mark of a true Spring Festival messenger. I declare it's officially my turn now. A long letter filled with messages slowly unfolded from Kiana's hands. Rice Cake voice is so cute, especially when you call me sis. Next time we meet, can you call me sis 20 times? I'll call you 100 times if you want. Ah, so cute. I heard you were the one who passed everyone's wishes and an image of the Spring Festival messengers to Kiana. Then let me thank you on behalf of the Kiana's fan club first. You're welcome. Wait, Kiana has a fan club? Whenever you fly past me, you're always bringing this sweet, warm breeze with you. Just smelling it puts me in a good mood. Am I really that amazing? Every line on the letter was different from a different person. Some were direct and passionate, some were subtle and reserved, some were bold and expressive, and of course, some were unmistakably recognizable. May was right. I made something simple way too complicated. It's so weird. Why did I choose such an un-Kiana-like way to do things? Maybe I just really wanted to show the best Kiana in front of you. That Kiana is thorough in everything she does. She makes sure everyone's emotions are taken care of, and that our rare Spring Festival reunion is truly meaningful. When she's around, happiness never fades, and no one's faces ever shows any trouble. But honestly, from the moment I started preparing gifts for everyone, I felt anxious. How do I write a travel guide for a place I've never even been? How do I make scarves, hats, and earmuffs? Can chocolate still be called chocolate if it's neither bitter nor sweet? Even now, as I write this, I still don't know if you'll like it. After all, the time I've spent preparing this gift for you was much shorter than for everyone else. I'm afraid it won't feel sincere enough. I'm scared it won't meet your expectations. But even so, I want to convey these uneasy yet sincere feelings to you. As Rice Cake's gaze landed on the last line of the letter, Kiana's voice rang out at that very moment. Rice Cake, do you like it? Aww. Why are you crying? It's a gift, you know. Because I'm really touched. It's my fault for not expressing myself sincerely before. Just like Vita said, I purposely called you Big Lazy Cat instead of Sis, just to get more of your attention. You have so many friends. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't know how to stand out. But now I get it. Liking someone is the best feeling in the world, and sincerity is the most powerful way to communicate. If you like someone, you should say it sincerely. Kiana, you're exactly the Kiana I imagined. I like you so much too. Rice Cake, oh. What can shine forever in our future memories? Only tears, only laughter. Ah, what a wonderful event. This event has just been filled with so many feels and good times. So, this event was just absolutely fantastic. Seeing Rice Cake, learning that Rice Cake is actually being brought into the real world was already big enough of a thing to celebrate. But having them be so cute and wholesome, and everyone just making them feel welcome, it's so, God, it just hits you all the warm and fuzzy feelings at just right.